Everybody wants to pronounce it different, you know. And I know a Brianna, and I know a Brianna. I know a Brianne now. Wait, is she Brianne?
Brianne. Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry, Brianne. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Madge Unmuted. I am your hostess, Madge Madigan. Welcome into a very, very steamy, hot, steamy, humid day in New York City. I am in the fabulous Gotham Production Studios, and today I have most wonderful guest, Brianna Peters, who is founder and CEO and commandant and commodore of Gotham Production Studios.
She's so smart. I only knew what like two of those words meant that she said.
Well, you know, we like to make our guests seem extra fancy here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So I am so excited to be here. This is a beautiful facility.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was hesitant to say facility because I've just been talking to my guy John about putting his mother in a facility. So it's
look,
that kind of facility.
I can set up a cot in the back, like, you know, whatever you want to do here. I'm down for it.
Take care of a 91-year-old.
Podcast studio / facility.
Yes, exactly. Oh no. So okay, Gotham Production Studios. Tell us about this joint. I'm not going to put you on the spot like that, but like just
okay.
What do you got here?
Well, so let's see. The Gotham that exists today is nothing like what we started with. What we started with was a shell of an idea and how to do things as cheap as possible and not go broke for it.
Oh, kind of like this podcast. Okay.
Exactly. That's why I relate to the podcaster's journey and struggle so much. Originally, so Matt and I lived in Rochester, New York. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Shout out to Rochester, where I started too. Just moved away from there 2 years
Love
ago.
Rochester. Will always have my heart. I worked at Wegmans. Like I did the whole Rochester experience.
Now is that where are you from? No, that's not where you're from.
No, I'm from Ohio.
Oh.
Moved to Rochester when I was 22, 23 years old.
Why?
Yeah. Oh, I know. Literally, why? No, 100%. That's a whole other crazy story. Actually, I just wanted to leave Ohio. I didn't have anybody or know anybody that didn't live there except my brother. He had followed his love from Tampa, Florida, which is where I thought I was going to go live and be in my 20s. And then 2008 happened and they lost their jobs. And so she had to go be near family. She is from Rochester, New York. And so by the time that I was ready to move, they were there. And I said, well, it's not Ohio. So here I come.
Sure. Wait, what part of Ohio?
Louisville, Ohio. So you know where the Football Hall of Fame is?
Canton,
Ohio?
Yep.
It's about 20 minutes near there. Okay. And it's farm town. It is very small.
Is that near Akron? No, that's...
It's further south of Akron is Canton, and then we're off to like the east of Canton.
Okay.
So Matt and I met when I lived in Rochester, and actually when we're in Rochester is where podcasting first started for us. So it was 2014, and Matt said, I've been listening to a ton of podcasts. I want to start my own. And I was like, go for it, honey. I don't know what you're talking about. And he bought a mixer. He watched YouTube videos. He taught himself how to work the mixer. He bought microphones. He set up a makeshift podcast studio in our apartment. And every Sunday we would have people come through and record in our living room. I mean, we had a full band in there at one point. We had trivia nights.
Okay. All right. So I got to ask, what was each of your backgrounds before?
Well, so I had a pretty rough start to adulthood, and
Girl, we all did not
I did not value education for the first 6 years of my 20s, and I didn't start at college until I was 26.
Oh, okay.
And so I had to pretty much start from zero, and so I went and got all my classes done, and I was working on that while Matt was working selling health insurance of all sexy jobs.
That's so fun.
Isn't it so fun? At our Rochester favorite Paychecks.
My God, my daughter worked there out of college, out of Quinnipiac in 2019. Shout out.
This is such a heavy Rochester
episode. Shout out to Tom Golisano.
Come on, Golisano.
Thanks for selling that.
But Matt was working there, and I don't know if you know very creative people like yourself, or if you love anyone that's creative.
No, I don't know.
But when they are working corporate jobs and you watch the light diminish from their eyes,
Yes.
It's really hard.
Me.
Yeah. It's literally, it's really rough. And I'll be honest.
Dead inside.
I'm not very creative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more analytical. I like business like that. I like doing creative things. That's fun, but I would never be the person to start something up that's creative. But Matt is. He's always been a drawer, a writer. Like he's always just had that artistic thing to him. Yeah. That pull, whatever that internal thing is that you guys just have to do. And so as someone who loves him very much and watching him go through that, I just remember thinking like, I know that he's working this job so I can go to college, and I really appreciate that. But like he has to do something outside of this to like get that creative energy out. And so podcasting was that.
Yeah. So then the big jump, what precipitated the big jump to New York and all that?
Well, this takes us back. I'm just 16 years old watching Sex and the City reruns on TBS while my mom is at work.
Another Carrie Bradshaw wannabe.
Literally. That's all I wanted. I since I was a kid, I was like, I have to live in New York City. That has to happen.
Same.
And so, moving to Rochester, New York, I was like one step closer. Somehow.
One small step. You know what?
Somehow.
Just down the thruway. That's okay. Keep going.
Like a quick 6.5 hour drive.
I've taken a quick detour backwards to Buffalo, but then now I got the Buffalo to New York pathway.
Look,
shuttle.
I don't know why, but in my head it just made sense. And then it eventually happened. Matt was able to get a higher ranking job inside of Paychecks. They transferred him to the Manhattan office.
Oh, nice.
I transferred to a Manhattan college, and it was Mercy, and I was like, I'll finish out my degree there. And that's what got us to New York. But at the same time, Matt had to quit his old podcast with his old co-host who lived in Rochester.
Oh, right.
And when we moved to New York, he wanted to start it back up again. But we lived in a studio apartment, so nobody was going to come sit on our bed and record a podcast with us. And if they were, I don't think I wanted them there.
It's a little weird.
Okay. Look,
but it could be.
No judgment.
It could have been a shtick. Like... Here, we got podcasts from the bedroom. I'm sure there's somebody. Exactly.
I'm sure someone's done it.
Put your feet up.
But so Matt was like, I think I want to rent like a little space. And what we called it was originally was like a timeshare of a podcast studio. So like our thought was, let's get like 6 other podcasters who want to rent this space with us.
Yeah.
We'll have all the equipment already set up, and we can just all go there and record our shows on different days of the week. Literally the second person who walked in was like, I don't know how to work any of that. So if you could do it, to Matt, like if you could work that would be great. And so that's immediately pivoted from like, oh, we're going to do a timeshare to we own a business and people are going to come in and use this space and we have to operate for them.
Oh.
So it changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, why?
Like the whole thing? Because trust me, I get it. No, I ask myself every day.
No, I know. No, so what made you, what made you go like full bore to this? I mean, I'm thinking there's a couple steps left out to this gorgeous place.
Many steps. Yeah. But the thing that was the catalyst that was like, we have to take this seriously is that this is 2017 when we opened our first spot. It was a mom and pop. We were in a basement unit in Chinatown. Like, so not sexy.
Yeah.
And we got 5.
Gritty.
But gritty New York.
I love a gritty New York.
It's a real, like, rags to riches story, honestly. But we got 5 people to come into that place, say yes to us, and become clients. Like, immediately. Within 3 weeks of opening, we got 5 people. And this is 2017 us who know nothing about marketing or business ownership.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So which lends to my belief that like timing and location is everything.
Yes.
Like I've been trying to make a go of stuff in the outpost of Buffalo and like 30 minutes from Orchard Park Stadium. But and other places, and it's just like, such a grind. And I swear to God, I've always had in the back of my head, like, you know what, if I was just in New York, I could just where the stuff is where you need to be sometimes. But anyway, so
I think it's like a twofold thing. So if we had lived in Rochester and done what we did here, it would have had a much different output because the city, New York City specifically, pushes you. It like attracts certain kinds of people, and then those people that are here, it motivates them to be this like other level of themselves. Like there is no sitting down and resting. It's you go to work and you do your side gigs and you do your side hustles and you don't relax.
That is so funny that what you're saying. Just I tell my my audience, my regular audience, that I think they know lately I've been telling them about my little journey about moving, moving part-time to Stamford, Connecticut to live with my girls, because I have felt like I got to make a move. I got to make this happen. And the last couple times I've been here, I was telling some people very close to me that like I've had my moments of anxiety because I'm like, is this, I feel feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. Like I feel like I've got to, but it's because of what you said. It's like, okay, it's forcing me. I got to keep doing this. Okay. I got to get down there. I got to schedule this. I got to put, I got to do all these things. And then I got to make the most of this while I'm here. And so, but it's good.
It is good.
Because I can sit on my ass in Dunkirk.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And not have what I want to happen.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with Dunkirk.
In this day and age, we have to be like, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right, exactly. But it's just like what I want to accomplish.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to go to the next thing.
And the place that will bring the best out of you. But it's also a double-edged sword because this place is also the place that made me develop severe anxiety. And panic attacks. And like, I never had dealt with any of that before in my life, but situations and moments that happen in New York, and it just kind of creates this anxiety feeling. So I would like to refer to it mostly as like a buzz. Like there's a buzz here. Yeah. But however you take that buzz is like, it can go really far south and it can go really far north. You can do the most. You can become a rags to riches story. You can have the breakthrough. You can have the artistic, breakthrough that it can happen here. And you can also have the severe depression and anxiety and loneliness and like heartbreak and all the things that come with this place. And you feel the most two extremes with New York City at different times and sometimes all at once. And so I just feel like it's something that attracts a certain kind of person. And that's what led Matt and I here. And then once we started creating this business, it was very apparent to us that so many people were looking for something that we had accidentally created out of a need. Like we weren't, let's create the first podcast studio. Like it was not formed like that.
Evolved.
Yeah. From a true need. And then from what people were telling us, and that's kind of always been what Gotham does, is we listen to what people are saying when they come in here. It's feedback, it's data, it's analytics, it's stuff that you can then proceed to use to update your facilities or, do whatever you need to do or go in a certain direction. Like we really have always tried to listen to people when they come in here and are talking about what they're going through, what their needs are, and also all the good stuff. Like one of my favorite pieces of feedback we get from people is that we are professional. And I think that's so sweet and kind and nice because I like to have fun and I like to take things not too seriously, and, but at the same time, I am very determined that like work is work and work needs to get done. And I like that people know that they can come here and be safe, but they can also get a really great product from us.
Right. And I have a couple of things to say about that.
Let's go.
No,
Let me take a sip.
Because I think in the beginning you started with more of, I don't want to say amateur, but not seasoned professionals, yes. I guess, right? But now you have. I watch your social medias and you've got it's like a revolving door of big names and celebrities and stuff. But so my thought is that, you're talking about being professional. And I think, one, you become how you act, that thing like dressed for the job you want. Apparently I'm dressed for hanging my laundry in the back seat in the backyard in the 1950s. But anyway, no, you dress or you do that. So, but also people in this day and age, okay, let's just call it what it is. In this day and age, everybody loves to pretend that they're some big thing.
Yeah.
So people will pay to be treated like a big deal. Case in point. But I came here because you do provide top tier, and you provide other services, which I will tell in a moment. That Brianna is just like fantabulous. I can't say enough. But also, so then people nowadays love to be like treated like there's some big mucky muck. So, it's like you got some businessman that wants to pay people to treat him to be, humiliate him. Well, you got people with no money want to be treated like a bigwig, and you do it. But it's lent itself to having professionals come in, and it's seamless.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how many different types of people we have / we still do record.
Right.
So there are still amateurs.
Right. No, not for long or anything. Hi. No, I'm on my way. I am like Freddie Mercury.
Yes, she is actually. Don't play with me now. Yes, you are.
So, I know you had a big reset, as many people did, but you had a huge reset during COVID.
Yeah.
And did the professional stuff come after, or was it starting to before and then the wheels fell off, or?
Yeah, well, it was a little bit of before. So, so we opened in 2017, November of 2017. And then by the time that January, February of 2020 hit, we were making like insane numbers. We had scaled to 6 studio rooms. We were open 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. I mean, hundreds of people recording. And then March 2020 hits and now nobody can be in person, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, like right prior to that, when things were literally what a down here. Luckily, right before COVID happened, internally, we had been talking about how, all right, we got the recording down. We know what we're doing with the editing. We know how to work with clients. Let's figure out another thing that we can offer. And that really was the strategy. Like, people needed help with production. They needed a partner. They needed someone to lead them through the process versus you're an hourly studio. I'll rent you when I need, time in New York or whatever. Yeah. And that was it. It was like, that was our only way of working with clients. So we said, let's open up a production arm of the business. Let's work with clients one-on-one. Let's have that kind of integrated partnership where we are helping them with everything, not just the recording, but the strategy and the pre-production, the growth, the YouTube strategy, like everything. And I will give a lot of credit to Mark Norman and Sam Morrell of the We Might Be Drunk podcast.
I love that podcast.
They're amazing.
Check it out, everybody.
They're both amazing.
Of course,
as
come
people.
back to this one still too, but check that out. I love it. It's very funny.
And Mark Norman and Sam Morrell, that was 5.5 years ago. Their stardom has only grown a lot since then.
Yeah.
So they were still really well-known comedians back then, but it wasn't like it is today,
right? Where
they had Netflix and Amazon specials. Like it was clubs, and they were still doing the comedy grind for sure, doing theaters. And so they started a podcast called We Might Be Drunk, and Matt at the time saw it. He recognized that it was a really good show, but they were doing like Zoom. This was like several months into 2021, I believe. And Matt was like, come to the studio. So that's how we kind of get introduced to them. But I will say, like, back to the COVID thing, it's really easy for me now to do the skipping through of like, yeah, that was really hard, but we made it out. But it's like 5 years.
It's kind of like what childbirth was like. I made it through. Let's forget about that.
You kind of forget the really, really hard stuff. But
yes,
5 years is a long time to question every single week if this is the thing to keep doing. Because like you are going into severe financial debt trying to keep it open and operational and keeping it going. And like internally, Matt and I were just constantly breaking down between anxiety attacks and panic attacks and like this thing that we built that we loved that really was working feels like it's kind of being ripped away from us through COVID. And so it was just a lot to deal with. It was a lot to process, and it was a lot to be married to your partner.
Oh yeah.
And going through this like huge thing in life, and then also in your work. And I never finished that story earlier, but like I quit school for this. Like Gotham got so big so quick, it required Matt and I to quit everything else and focus on it if we wanted to grow it. And we did.
That's a good thing.
It was a great thing.
Yeah.
Until it might go away, and now you have no college degree. You're 30 some years old.
Yeah. Well, college degrees now. Jesus
day and
Christ.
age. Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the garment district here. And I was so tempted to go on my way in here, go through these storefronts, and they're just having, bins of sample sales or whatever. I just wanted to buy some little fancy, make myself a little scarf or some headdress to wear in here and be like Norma Desmond or some shit.
As you should.
But it's a really cool place. So 2020, were you in this? Oh,
no.
okay.
So that other location we had, the one that had 6 studios, the whole thing, it was too expensive to keep up with. And we didn't have enough demand for that much space. So we had to downsize, and that's when we came here. In this location.
This is downsized?
This is downsized, from what we had previously.
This is a big thing here.
In this one, we have 3 rentable studios and 1 private studio. So we went from 6 down to 4.
Okay. What's the private studio for?
We might be drunk.
Okay, so they get their own. Oh, wow! Aren't you fancy?
Spend 5 years with us. Maybe you get your own studio.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's like writing it down.
In 5 years.
Check back in.
Hold that, please. Just put my name on.
There you go.
Goals. Seriously. So. Then how'd you bounce back?
Yeah, it was, I don't recommend it, but Matt and I took on a severe amount of personal debt it was that or clothes. And I think Matt and I have always had this.
Wearing clothes or close your doors?
A little bit of both. No, I'm just kidding.
Creative workspace.
No, I mean.
They might be nude.
Hey.
New podcast.
Actually. I'm wearing a new dress, so, who knows? With AI, anything is possible. No, I mean, Matt and I really, thankfully, despite being maybe 2 of the most different people on the face of the planet, when it comes to the most...
From each other, from everybody else.
From each other. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy how different we are.
Are you?
In every way, we are so total opposites. But when it came to the most important things, and when it came down to, this isn't a question anymore, like decisions have to be made, we were always on the same side. And thankfully for that, because it would have been a lot harder to have to try to convince someone to keep doing something with you when things are all pointing towards like, this is not what you should be doing. Yeah. So Matt and I decided to no matter what it takes, is the feeling that we had, like whatever it takes. And Matt always used to say, and Jesus, I do not want to get emotional. So, but like it is hard to think about how hard it was at times and how good it is right now. And Matt used to say, I know someone is going to reach out to us, like someone big, and I want to be open when that day comes. And yeah, I just kept thinking like, okay, so we got to just bear whatever this is. And that happened. Those days happened where I'm bringing in X celebrity. I need a podcast studio. I need this. And it just like those moments kept stacking on top of each other. It was slow. It was really slow, like truly over the course of 5 years. Right. But in 2025, something just turned. And it felt like pre-COVID times again. And now 2026 is like our best year we've ever had. I mean, literally it's insane the amount of growth that we've had since 2025. So
I love that. Yeah. And now, and I haven't even known you. I've known you that long. Maybe when did I first run into you? Like 6 months, a year or something ago. But yet I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Honestly, I have 3 kids. 32, 29, 27. So I got that anyway. But like, I am just so proud of you. Okay. And so let me tell you, kids, why I'm proud of her too is So I don't know. We met. I think I reached out to you. Oh, I knew you through. Actually, you were referred to me through Fitz in Rochester because you had done some work with Dave, I guess, or something. And I don't know. And I just started looking you up, and just something was drawing me. Like, because to speak on what you spoke about before. I had been with Fitz since I started my thing in August of 2020.
Right.
Oh, actually, I had a audio only one before that, like 2016 to 2018.
Wow.
And I was just recording it at a community radio station.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't say fuck and all that stuff that I'm really good at. So I was doing that, and like just something was like, I need to do something else. So anyway, so COVID hits, and I reach out to Fitz, but as it's going along, Fitz, I love Fitz, but his strong suit is like Matt. He's the technical guy. He's the and he was my co-host, but like I was getting to a point where like I need someone who can be more of a consultant or producer, like, can help me get all the other bullshit done.
Yeah.
And when I started talking to you, and I noticed one day on your website, it I forget what it was under, consulting services or something. And it was like a 3 session coaching thing. And I read the kind of description. It was like, I forget what your description was, but whatever the hell it was, I was like, that.
That's what I've been looking for.
One, please. So I was like, I'm just going to take the money and invest in myself. And it's not that expensive.
Yeah,
I mean, but it is. But it is for some people.
Yes.
I mean, it is, and it depends on your income bracket. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, it was a lot for me, but it also, I was like, okay, I need this. I've been flying by the seat of my pants for, okay, let me just invest in myself. And I had said this in my testimonial that I sent to you, and I said it in our last session, that I'll talk about I'm getting verklempt.
I know.
The 3 1-hour sessions I had with you, and now I've been in marketing. I've been in marketing since like 1988, and I've been in radio and TV since 1987. And I've done all these things over the years, trying to start from scratch with this podcast.
Yeah.
With no money. Just I might as well have had one of those tabletop recorders where you just press play and record. It's pretty much like that.
That's pretty much it.
And until I went to Fitz, and then just doing it all myself, no money, just like trying to make silk out of a sow's ear, whatever the fuck that saying is. So and I'm doing this, and so I finally reached out, and I said, I went, I did these webinars and reading articles and sign up for all this bullshit.
All of it.
Your 3 1-hour sessions, and this isn't a bullshit commercial, this is authentic, did more for me than anything I'd done put together in the past decades. And it was so what I was looking forward to, because you take the time, because there's so many people that will give you just boilerplate bullshit.
Right.
Like,
General
you have to
advice.
Yeah, like you have to post 3 times a week, and you have to do this, and you have to have an intro, and you rip off all the, you naked and afraid, send you out there, just choose some shit, No, you.
I'm scared.
You actually watched episodes I've already done.
Yeah.
I gave you all my analytics. I gave you my socials. I gave you all the stuff that I'm doing. Like, here, look at this, and you're like, okay, and I forget, you broke it down into 3 different things. To this session, we're focused.
Just let me.
I'm getting a little.
Let me keep bring this water.
Getting a little excited. Let me take a. So I don't know, you broke it down into a few different things, but it was so specific that you looked at my stuff and said, okay, here's what you're doing. Great. Here's what you're doing. You can improve on. Here's what's non-existent. Here's what, and you are so, you're not patronizing, but you are so caring. Thank you. So just like, I can't give you enough compliments. Like you were just like, okay, this is what we got. And you got this, and this is really good. Let's try, you just put things gently, but also if there's something that like, I don't think this works for you.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my gosh. You're just so wonderful. So I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you going to try and do more of that?
Yes. First of all, thank you so much. I don't think it's ever easy to receive feedback sometimes. I am the best at like loving on people and like praising people and giving people their props and their dues. Sometimes to hear it is like, oh my God.
Yeah, same. I'm like, oh God, you're lying.
But, I want to practice what I preach here.
Sure.
And when you gave me that feedback during the session, one, I wasn't expecting it. And so it caught me off guard, and I like got very emotional after and like a little bit during, because I was just I didn't think about my performance. I'm doing a job. I should have thought about that a little bit more.
I just got your money. I didn't care. No, okay.
But it meant a lot to me specifically because I think my whole career journey, whatever this process has been with Gotham, this almost 10 years now. It's been 9 years so far.
Girl, that's right.
Yes, like it is coming up. It's next year. But like this
big party?
Literally the biggest party.
But strippers?
I mean, hey, why not?
Dancing girls, as my mother used to say.
Yeah, we'll call them go-go girls. They're going to go take their clothes off. So look, my whole thing in life has been like, I'm a helper. I want to help. I don't care how that comes across. Like in all of my jobs and things that I've done in my life, like it's always just come down to helping.
Same.
Because I get the most satisfaction out of life and out of my work when I feel like someone starts to see themselves how I see them and what I know that they can do and what they can be. And so when we first started working together, and I asked you this at the last session, like, do you feel like we've had like a journey together? Do you feel differently than when we came into it together? Because what I saw in the beginning was someone who has tried for so long, someone who has worked so hard, and someone has all of the potential, but is maybe just not seeing like which avenue is the one I should go down, and just getting bombarded with information.
Absolutely.
And then by the time we got done, you were just like so much more confident in exactly what you were choosing to do, who you were speaking to. Like we really just broke it down into like the building blocks. Like I think people say fundamentals you kind of hear it so often, you almost ignore it, but like truly fundamentals, the things that we build on top of, because brands don't happen typically by accident, and it requires a lot of work and strategy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, my consulting has been great. I've worked with 3 clients now, and I just feel like I have loved it so much that I would love to do it more. I would love to have that one-on-one more.
And so this is what I was we could talk off air, but like, do you have it? Because my thought that I would love is, can you offer, or will you offer, are you thinking about offering like a part 2? Like I could totally go on for more sessions.
Yes. So like after I got done working with you and this one other client who had kind of mentioned the same things, that like, I'm going to take on what you said and do, but like it might be helpful in the future to do a re-up.
Exactly. Yeah.
See at a different time. Because as with everything, like the podcast industry establishes new practices and builds new systems. And so like keeping up with stuff. I 100%, I would love to.
But also, like, because, and another fantastic thing is which I got to still check in with you about. You gave me a roadmap.
Yes, ma'am.
A big checklists. That's what those things called.
I
Little
love a
boxes.
checklist.
Oh, me too. Oh, girl, I need tasks. I need a list. I need
a little box.
A box.
I
was
can
just
check.
gonna say, I need that box to check off. Damn it! So I can feel like I did something. And so I've got a few of them checked off, and then I'm like, I that's what I would love. Like after I do need to check in with you a couple of things, but also like after I implement these things and a couple, like, okay, like I did all these things, like how you think it's going?
Right.
Do I do this,
Yeah.
So
and that's what we also learned a ton of during our session together is that like there really is no A and B and C and D way of doing podcasting and or creating a brand or whatever it is you want to talk about. It is 1,000 micro decisions along the way.
Oh, yeah.
That just you have to kind of navigate and see how it goes. And you have to do test runs and you have to review analytics and you got to see what's working. And so, yeah, with podcasting, it's not a simple, you do this, you get this result. It's like you just got to put in the time and the effort and then you got to just read the analytics. Like that's such a huge part of it.
Yeah. Okay. If I pause, I'm not pulling a Mitch McConnell and having a stroke. I'm just thinking, and I will edit that out. And don't panic. Yeah. I'm just like air butt. I'm very excited about tonight. You got a networking tonight and tomorrow night. Is this the first time you're doing this? Or have you done it before?
Yes, this is the first time I'm doing this specific type of networking. I've held networking events before with other, especially with other brands in the podcast space. But this is the first one where it's only Gotham and we are very specifically doing this. Madge was a part of making this happen. Honestly, because of our review time that we had together and the feedback that you gave me. And again, this goes back to listening when people are talking, taking in what they're saying and seeing how you can provide service and help. And that was part of it. The other part was we have so many people coming in and out of here every single day, giving us feedback and thoughts about how, what they're kind of going through. So I started this thing called Podcast Power Hour. And that's where I just dive into one specific topic, something I'm hearing a lot of repeatedly. And that I just want to give some clarity and some like high value thought on. And it's a free virtual thing that people can sign up for.
And yeah, if you want to sign up, go to the Gotham.
Go to my Instagram at Brianna May Peters. In the link in bio is the link to the form to sign up. So I know to send you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Telling you won't be sorry.
This is going to be your leg if you don't do it. Just kidding. No, just kidding. Worse. No, I mean, do it if you want to. Whatever. I'm going to live my life. I hope you're there because it has been growing. It's been very great. But through that and some other different things that have happened, I have learned that people are having a really hard time making genuine connections in the creative space specifically. Yeah. Sometimes with people's podcasts specifically, I've just seen a ton of this. It's like I do a very specific type of show. I have a very niche audience. And so it can be really hard to find really good candidates for guests that way. And then also we've had people literally reach out in here. I do a social media thing every week where I talk to someone on the street and we do this thing. Do you have anybody that could be a good fit? And it's like, I have thousands of people.
Exactly.
It's almost a little overwhelming how many contacts I have and how many people I know. And so I thought, why don't we do this very curated, like very small, talking 20 to 30 people event where it's kind of like networking / kind of like speed dating. So my thought here tonight and what we're going to do.
I've signed up for it. You're
part of my trial ride, my very first night, is to have very
I hope I don't get the placebo.
We'll see what happens here tonight. But no, I mean, my thought is like, I've been doing a ton of networking in the last year and a half specifically. I've gone to virtual events. I've gone to in-person events. I've gone by myself. I've traveled the country going to events. Like whatever I can do, I'm like, I have to network. And what I have noticed from these events is like, you literally walk into a crowd or you join a virtual crowd.
Oh, that's
and it's
so daunting.
It's so hard to think of like, gosh, I got to like navigate and people are in groups. How do I do? And it's too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's too much.
Yeah.
So I thought I wanted to have something where it was like, no, it's me and this one other person for 5 minutes. Let's talk and see what we connect on. What do we know about each other? What can we learn about? My biggest thing and what I will be relaying tonight is how you can not only be someone who's getting help from them, but how you can help them in return. Being an equal contributor to their lives and what they're going through. Because even if it's not you personally, like, oh, you are not maybe the right fit to be on my show, but I know somebody who does something in sports, whatever. And so you give them that contact. My thought here tonight is truly creative collaboration on a one-to-one level. And just starting off small, I could see where, I do live in that, like, everything can be the next big thing in my head. Gotham turned out to be that, but trust me, there's so many other businesses that I started that weren't that. But I do truly think about this event, and I think it could be something. Yeah. I think we could make something of this and make a template and make something happen from this. So, test run tonight.
Yeah, that's what I told you that I needed so badly because, again, there's nothing wrong with Dunkirk, but it's like this little outpost of, creative oasis. Sorry. I mean, it's a lot, but there's just like nobody else doing, podcasts or anything. And so I need, there's only so many times I can interview like my best friend. Yeah. Love you, super fan Liz. But, or, Joe, that's the head of the Chamber of Commerce. Yes. That very lovely person, but, nobody, I just want to go to the next level. So anyway, and I told you what gave me an idea of Maddie.
Yeah, Madeline, yeah.
Madeline Hall, is
Hall,
that? Yeah. Her name, what's her podcast again?
Maddie Tells All.
Maddie Tells All. Another Buffalo gal.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was watching an episode of her thing, and she had a guest on. She's like, oh, yeah, we met at this thing. There's creatives, we just started talking, and I'm like, I should have you. And I'm like, where the fuck are these people? How can I get in on this?
Give me access.
Exactly. I don't mean any fucking creatives just on the street or at something. And like, that's what I want because people are always asking me, and you ask me, like, what is your podcast about? I don't fucking know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But what I have realized is that I don't want just guests for the sake of guests. Yeah. I want people like you that get it, that are the same sort of people, the same sort of humor, the same sort of, it has to be, somebody, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I think that's more kind of people in the creative space or just, I don't know, generally New York City, whatever. Either way, it's the same looking for a specific sort of, because I can go to, the Chamber of Commerce, not Commerce. maybe. It kind of seems
that's another website.
Seems what the, or that's kind of seems what the room is like, a hearse. But, commerce, blah, 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 boring. People that know sell insurance. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm so excited about this.
Thank you.
Maybe, are you going to do any shooting of that tonight? Yeah. I mean, not shooting.
We won't be doing any like video. With the cameras, but I'll be using I'll get some social media clips. I'll get some photos.
Yeah.
Sign the release form.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I just want to show your picture.
Thanks. Well, I thought it was going to be, Oh, wait, I confused it with an NDA.
Yeah, no, we can talk about what happened here. Actually, please do. We'll get some shots for sure. But I want tonight to be really focused. Like, this is my first one. I love events. I love planning events. I love doing events. I love all the anticipation of an event, and I am moderating this event. So I love being a connector too. I love bringing people together and like taking a step back and just watching connection and collaborations because you thought, hey, maybe I should do this thing. Yeah. I'm excited. We're going to have all these pictures. Go follow at Gotham Production Studios on Instagram if you want to see those photos of Madge connected.
Oh, thank you. And just a word that made me think of something. And you were saying how you're a nurturer or a mother. You're a mother.
No, not a mother. One title I do not own.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant, like a mother.
Oh, yeah.
And no, not
a mother trucker.
Yeah, that. No, I was taught this real quick, when I was like, I was a broke ass mom, and, my ex-husband vanished, and I was left with 3 children to raise, all 3 under the age of 7. And I was like, down and out, food stamps. I was working, but I was getting food stamps and all this stuff. And, I had gotten some great advice that was like, if you're looking for a way out or to bring yourself some good or whatever, volunteer for something else or offer to help someone else. And it's not only just like a karma spiritual thing. It's like, what made me think of this thing tonight is if somebody goes into a mindset, because how many times we run into people that are just like, yeah, I do this and I do that and I'm looking for this and I look at the, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
No, go into this thing with anything in life with the mindset of, hey, how can I help you? What can I do?
Right.
And that question you'll find sometimes will give you more information than this is what I need. What can you do for me?
Right. Oh, 100%. And that's what I'm going to be preaching tonight. It's what I put in the information about this thing tonight is like, this is not a cold sales pitch of you being like, this is what I do.
Thank you.
Here's what I need help with. Like that. Yes, in a way, I want people to be open about that, but the spirit of generosity is going to be huge tonight. It's going to be a collaboration. A collab is 2 and or more. Like it isn't this like fulfill all my needs and then maybe if we have time we can think about you.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been on those dates before.
Trust me, true.
He did not go to second.
Yeah.
See ya. Well, I am so excited for this event tonight, and hopefully we can do a follow-up. I know I will. I'll be telling all the gritty details what happened. I'm so excited, and I am so happy to have you on today.
Thank you
You've been
for
so
having
helpful.
me.
You're welcome, and I look forward to doing so much more with you in the future. Please follow Brianna in. Wait, do you say Brianna? Does it? Brianna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I both.
Madge's leg. If she pronounces my name wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody wants to pronounce it different,
I know.
And I know a Brianna, and I know a Brianna. I know a Brianne now. Wait, is she Brianne?
Brianne.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
it's okay.
Sorry, Brianne.
We're gonna get there.
I know. I don't remember. Or Diana. Sorry, everybody.
Gosh, there's just too many of us.
It's a lot, exactly. Madge. Anyway, follow Brianna. I'm going to put all her stuff here. Gotham Production Studios. Look them up. I can't say enough. Thank you so much for being here. Me, Madge. I hope you follow me too. Like, subscribe, share, write, review, reduce, reuse, recycle.
That's it. No, I know. Thank you so much.
All the things. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. And I hope that you will join us next week on the next episode of Madge Unmuted.